What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tor and Elliot and welcome to another episode on the channel. Today we're going to be fitting some CEUK RGB Bluetooth halo lights for around the fog light surrounds. I've seen these on a couple of the Fiestas and I think they look awesome. So we're going to go ahead, go fit those today, and also hopefully pick up some new bulbs for the rest of the lights. But we'll see how the day goes anyway. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when I'm getting a video up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and fit these lights. So I've just laid everything out individually on the sofa for now, just to show you guys what you get in the box. So you've got your Bluetooth receiver. Pretty self-explanatory there, just so you can change the colour of the lights. You've got your wiring with the actual halos here. You've got a little bag with the fuse, the PVC tape and an alcohol wipe just to clean down before you stick the lights on, and obviously your complimentary CEUK sticker. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is remove the headlight. This is going to give you enough room to reach down the back of the bumper just to start removing the fog lights. So you've got a Torx bit or a flathead bit there, Torx and flathead bit at the top there, and also you're going to have to remove this Phillips retaining clip as well. So let's go ahead and remove that. Okay, so once you've pulled that screw out, you're going to have to take the retaining clip out. These can be a little bit fiddly, try not to break them, but they just pop straight out. So all you need to do then, once you've got all the screws out, is push the headlight up slightly, pull it towards you, that will loosen it off. And then all you're going to have to do is remove any of the wiring for the headlights. I'm going to set you guys down there and do that because I'm going to need two hands, but it's straightforward enough. Just a quick note, once you've got the wiring out the back, I have got xenon, so I have to remove these as well. But if you're running standard headlights, all you'll have to do is just, there's a little lever there, push down on that and pull the clip out and it should come out nice and easily. Don't force it if you can't get it out. Take them out, headlight should just come straight out. Just the way my headlights are wired up, I'm going to just set my headlight on top of the engine bay there, if it will focus. But the best thing you can do is just set your headlight down like I've done with this one and just stick any screws. I just put my screws in there and then you're not going to lose them. Light out, you've got access to the fog light down the bottom there. There is just two clips on the side of the connection for the fog. You're just going to push one side down and the clip just comes straight out like that. Okay, and what you'll see, I don't know if you guys can see, you've got one screw there and one screw just down the bottom there on that. That will actually remove the fog light altogether and you'll just be able to pull that backwards and pull it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quick and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so once you've done all your prep work, you can go ahead and start the wiring. You want to go ahead and start with the receiver box, the Bluetooth receiver box. You've got a live connection, which is labelled, as you can see. Somewhere, where's the label for it? There's your label battery. And then you've also got one of these horseshoe clips for your earth strap. So what you're going to want to do first of all, connect that to the live first. Once you've done that, tighten it down, then do the same thing but on your earth side. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so as you can see, you've got your live connection in there. That's going to be the first one we're going to be removing. Loosen that off, put that on, then retighten it back up. Then you've got your earth side, which is just over here. Do the same thing on that, loosen it off, put on this one, it's just like a little horseshoe, so you don't actually have to take that all the way out. Slip it on, tighten it right back up again. As you can see, mine is going to be slightly different because I've got the ballast for the HIDs, for the Xenons. So if you haven't got that, you'll probably find that these are blank. But just make sure, if in doubt, just refer to the instructions, because if you mess this bit up, you'll knacker your fuses and you'll probably knacker the receiver box as well, and then you'll be gutted. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Loosen that live off first. Right, this is a little bit awkward one-handed, so I'm going to put you guys down and come back. So once you've got the screw off, you can go ahead and sit the live connection down on the battery and make sure you retighten the 10mm nut up nice and tight. Don't want that coming off at any point, so stick that back on and then you can start on the earth inside. So once you've put the live on, you can go ahead and get your 8mm spanner or socket or ratchet and just loosen this off slightly. You won't actually have to totally remove this. As you can see, it's just on like a little horseshoe clip, so you can slot that in there and retighten it back up. So we'll stick that in there and move on to the next stage. Okay, so once you're all done with the wiring, and only once you've put the live and the earth-in wire on, you can then go ahead and fit the fuse. That way, if the lights come into if the live comes into any connections on the engine bay, you're not going to end up blowing it. So I'll go ahead and take that out of the bag, and we'll stick the fuse in. Okay, so you've got your little fuse. All you want to do is plug that into the connection here. Literally just push it in, put the little cap on, and then we're ready to do a test and make sure that the lights are working. Okay, so once you've got everything wired up, we're going to go ahead and make sure that the lights are actually working. There's no right or wrong way, it's literally big wire, small wire. Literally go ahead and plug them in. And we've got one colourful RGB. Sweet, so there we go. If you want, you can go ahead and launch the Happy Lighting app on iOS or Android, and that way you can start playing around with what colour you want. But at the minute we've got pure rave setting. So now we're going to go ahead and actually prep the lights so we can stick these to it and start getting them fitted and put the car back together. So if you're anything like me, you didn't clean the car before installing these, so you're going to want to have to clean all the grime off of the fog lights. I'm going to go ahead and just use a microfiber to get most of the dirt off, and then they actually supply you with some alcohol swabs to wipe it down. So you want to go ahead, clean them, dry them off, make sure there's no alcohol residue on them, and then we can go ahead and stick the lights on. Okay, so what you want to do, obviously you get two sets of sticky tape. You want to go ahead and cut this into 4 bits. What I'm going to do is cut it straight down the middle and then both pieces in half. Anyway, once you've done that, you can then go ahead and stick these on. Then what I think the easiest thing to do is actually thread your wiring through the internals of the car to begin with. Then what you can go ahead and do is get your clean headlight, make sure it's the right way round. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and push that in. You want to make sure it's nice and firmly on there. And then you can go ahead and re-secure the 2 screws on the back of the light, and then that's going to hold that in place. So I'll do that now. So basically, once you've threaded your cable through, fixed the light into position, you can then go ahead and start reassembling your headlight. Basically, you want to get any of the wires out of the way, make sure that they're not snagging on any sharp edges or anything where have the potential to get caught. And then you can go ahead, pop the light back in, and start connecting these up and tidying all the wires up. So we'll go ahead and stick that headlight back in. So I'm back in the house, all changed up, super simple install. The only thing I would say is that the sticky tape that you get for the to actually stick the surrounds to the fog lights, you have to be a little bit careful with that, make sure that you get it off right and you get it stuck properly. I'm going to go ahead and go for a drive now and make sure that they're still secure when I come back. Not going to bother showing you too much of the headlights at the minute because you're not really going to get that full effect, so we'll wait till later on tonight and I'll show you how they look at night time. See you in a bit. So as you can tell, it's pretty dark outside now. It's about 9:30, 9:45 at night, so we're going to go check out these new RGB headlights, and I'll run through all the different modes through the app on my phone as well, just to show you guys what you can do. So that's basically rainbow mode. There's something like 126 colours that you can choose from. The app's really quite easy to use. Literally you can connect it with the car off, and the CEUK reckon the lights should sit on for well over 12 hours without draining the battery, so pretty decent though. I think I'll just probably stick to using like a solid colour on, maybe like a red or a blue or something like that. So let me know down in the comments what colour you think I should roll with. So I just found a nifty little trick on the app. Turns out Fiesta ST undercover cop. That's where I'm going to end tonight's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about the Halo lights down in the comments, and what you think I should do next to the car. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, do, and hit that like button if you enjoyed it, the dislike button if you didn't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.